My name's Mike, and I've been making music for about 20 years. And I can remember when I was a young boy, just falling in love with sounds. I was listening to my parents' record collection, and I just loved the melodies and the harmonies and rhythms of Michael Jackson, Stevie Wonder, Earth, Wind & Fire, the Beatles, so many more. Music had such a hold on me that around middle school I decided I wanted to pursue a career in music. There was only one problem. I couldn't play an instrument. And what should I play? I had to pick the perfect instrument because learning how to master an instrument was going to take me a long time and a lot of practice. And how much would it suck if I got to the end of all this practice and found out that the instrument that I picked was lame? So in 6th grade, I started on the trombone. But it was pretty awkward as my arms weren't long enough and I could only play one note at a time. Whoa. Yeah, I broke it. So from there, I sat down at the piano, and this thing had 88 keys on it, and it felt completely overwhelming. From there, I was onto the drums. But let's just say that this violated mom and dad's bylaws regarding the acceptable sound levels in the home. A friend of mine had a bass guitar, and while it was cool, I could still only play one note, and this thing felt more like a support instrument rather than one that would thrust me into the spotlight like I'd always dreamed. So I almost gave up, until one day I was over at a friend's house and I held his electric guitar. This was different. Only 6 strings, the ability to play chords and melodies. And I thought, chicks are gonna dig guitar solos. I soon found out that chicks do dig guitar solos, just not my guitar solos. So I went on to pursue the guitar with all my energy. I learned about the building blocks of music and how to assemble different parts into a song that people would want to listen to. And it was during my music studies in college that I realized something. Music's the ultimate team sport. I mean, my whole quest to find the perfect instrument to play was just silly. Great music requires contribution from other musicians and other instruments to create an experience that's greater than the sum of the parts. Maybe there was no perfect instrument, just different instruments with different roles. I soon discovered that the great composers and arrangers and producers of our time knew how to assign these different voices specific parts that complemented each other. And when they all played together, the result was music. So to help illustrate this, I've invited 2 seasoned string players to join me, my friends Sonia and Andrew. They're going to be playing a small excerpt from an Albrechtsberger duet for violin and cello. Let's start just by listening to the violin part. Gorgeous, isn't it? It has all the characteristics of a finished piece of music. There's melody, dynamics, and rhythm. Let's take a listen to the exact same section, but from the cello part. It feels just as rich to me. I feel like I could walk away from either one of these performances and feel completely satisfied. But let's see what happens when we invite both of these parts to be played together at the same time. So to me, this is such a contrast from the previous 2 experiences. I mean, how much more rich is the music when you hear both parts playing off each other? There's tension and release. There's dominance and restraint from both of the instruments. I mean, it feels more like a story like there's a deeper perspective. It feels more complete. And this is what I've discovered about life in pursuing music for 20 years. There's no instrument that's better nor worse than another. There's only the creativity to which you lend its unique voice to the ensemble. What if our society saw things in a similar light? What if our schools, our workplaces, our churches, and our communities saw people of differing backgrounds, genders, and perspectives as members of an ensemble working together to make music that's far more rich and powerful than the music that we would ever make on our own? I think it's completely possible. If we can start seeing everyone's voices enriching and vital to the strength of our community's ensemble, the world's going to become an even more melodic, dynamic, rhythmic, and harmonious place. And I can't wait to see what kind of music we're all going to end up writing together.